Shafiq, you answered one of the questions of our colleagues across the aisle. You said there has been no anti-Jewish protests. Do the other individuals on the panel agree with that? Start with you, Professor Skizzer.
So I think there have been anti-Semitic protests, so I would say yes.
So you disagree? There have been anti-Jewish protests. Ms. Shipman?
I know there have been a number of incidents, especially one at our law school recently, that the students were trying to call a protest, but it was an event to harass admitted students who were Jewish, and it's outrageous.
So that's anti-Jewish. So the answer would be yes?
Yes.
And Mr. Greenwald?
There have been anti-Semitic events on campus, which I interpret as anti-Jewish.
And Dr. Shafiq, you realize that at some of these events, the slurs and the chants have been F the Jews, death to Jews,
Yep.
F Israel, no safe place, death to the Zionist state, Jews out. You don't think those are anti-Jewish?
Completely anti-Jewish, completely
So
unacceptable.
you changed your testimony on that
horrible.
issue as well? So there have been anti-Jewish protests.
I didn't get to finish my sentence, so what I was going to say was there were protests that were called that
That's
had
not what
a
you were asked. You were asked, were there any anti-Jewish protests? And you said no.
So the protest was not labeled as an anti-Jewish protest.
I'm not asking what it was labeled.
Anti-Israeli government
The
policy.
question wasn't what it was labeled.
But anti-Semitic incidents happen, or anti-Semitic things were said. So I just
It
wanted
is
to
an
finish.
anti-Jewish protest. You agree with that? You change your testimony?
Congresswoman, anti-Jewish things were said at protests, yes.
Thank you for changing your testimony. Another instance when you changed your testimony is you stated that Professor Massad was no longer chair. Then you stated he's under investigation. He is still chair on the website. So has he been terminated as chair?
Congresswoman, I want to confirm the facts before getting back to you.
I know you
can
confirmed that he was
confirm
under
that he's-
investigation.
Yes, I can confirm that.
Did
but
you confirm he was still the chair?
I need to confirm that with you.
Well, let me ask you this. Will you make the
check.
commitment to remove him as chair?
I think that would be, I would, yes. Let me come back with yes. But I think I just want to confirm his current status before I write.
We'll take
before I
that as a
reply to
yes,
you.
that you will confirm that he will no longer be chair.
Yield to the gentlelady from New York, Ms. Stefanik.
Ms. Shipman, was there an effort to get other trustees to sign a letter supporting President Shafiq?
No.
There was not.
No.
Will you comply with all document requests related to email correspondence regarding any potential letter?
We have...
Because board members have come forward anonymously to this committee raising the issue of a letter that was circulated that members of the boards did not sign on in support. Are you testifying today under oath? You have no knowledge of any draft letter in support of Dr. Shafiq?
No knowledge whatsoever, and my understanding is we're fully complying and ready to give you whatever you need.
Mr. Greenwald, are you aware of any letter that was circulated?
No, that's surprising to me.
Professor David, are you aware?
Not at all.
My final question is, there's been a lot of discussion on Colombia's putting out a statement calling for the genocide of Jews. That statement was put out after the catastrophically morally repugnant answers by your colleagues from MIT, Penn, and Harvard, correct? That was when you put out that statement after that hearing?
Congresswoman, you shed a light on an important issue.
I'm just asking when you put it out. It was after that hearing.
It was definitely after it because it,
And
frankly,
you are
it
aware
seemed
that
obvious. And
You
so
are aware that Congress voted 377 to 44 condemning anti-Semitism. That is a strong bipartisan vote. Would you support that vote condemning anti-Semitism?
Yes.
And you are aware that in that bill that got 377 members out of 435 members of Congress condemns From the River to the Sea as anti-Semitic.
Yes, I am aware of that.
But you don't believe From the River to the Sea is anti-Semitic?
We have already issued a statement to our community saying that language is hurtful and we would prefer not to hear it on our campus.
You'd prefer not to hear it, or is there disciplinary action taken against students of those anti-Semitic statements?
Thank you, Ms. Stefanik.
I want an answer to that question.
I'm sorry, can you repeat the question?
Yeah.
Has there been disciplinary action taken against students who have chanted from the river to the sea, which you have testified is anti-Semitic and which Congress has voted that it is anti-Semitic?
So we have some disciplinary cases ongoing around that language. We have specified that those kind of chants should be restricted in terms of where they happen.
We need
And
you
we
to
are
wrap
looking
it
at-
up, Dr.
sorry.
Shafiq.
And we are looking at it. We are looking at it.